You've reached the activism portion of today's show. Now that you're informed and angry, here's what you can do about it. Today's activism: call for the federal enforcement of Title IX with the Dear Betsy campaign. Now, we've been diving a bit deep into some of the philosophy and logistics of gender dysphoria today, but the real world is still out there with Trump and the rest of them working to make life hard for people, and we want to remember that with today's activism. So you hear about Title IX a lot when it comes to athletics, but this 45-year-old amendment covers so much more. It states that, quote, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance," unquote. So it's kind of a big deal. Under the Obama administration, the Office for Civil Rights issued Title IX guidance in 2011, 2014, and 2016 that clarified the responsibilities of schools to prevent and address sexual harassment and assault and protecting transgender students from discrimination. That guidance has been instrumental in protecting equal access to education regardless of gender, gender identity, or gender expression. But the Trump administration, unsurprisingly, overturned that guidance in February. Now, that doesn't change the fact that Title IX still legally protects students from gender-based violence and discrimination, but it does take away a powerful tool that trans students and their families had to help them advocate for themselves, and also sends schools a chilling message that discrimination is okay. Now, it was reported that Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos actually would have preferred the guidance to stay in place, but Jeff Sessions disagreed and he got his way, and DeVos fell in line. Whatever she really thought, now she's posing a full-blown risk to the future of Title IX. By saying the administration should relinquish the responsibility of enforcing Title IX to the states, students across the country are at risk. Help fight this attack on vulnerable students by getting involved with the Dear Betsy campaign at DearBetsyIX.com. That's Dear Betsy, the Roman numerals for the number 9.com. There you will find the campaign's demands, a social media toolkit to help you communicate why Title IX enforcement matters to you using the hashtag DearBetsy, call scripts and phone numbers for calling the Department of Education, and other ways to get involved, such as lending your story to the campaign or writing an op-ed. If you're in need of more guidance or assistance on Title IX and how the rollback of these guidelines may affect you or your child, we encourage you to visit the National Center for Transgender Equality's School Action Center on their website, transequality.org. The segment notes include all of the links to this information as well as additional resources, and as always, this and every activism segment we produce is archived and organized under the Activism tab at bestofleft.com. So if making sure an equal opportunity to education comes with protection from discrimination is important to you, be sure to hit the share buttons to spread the word about calling for the federal enforcement of Title IX with the Dear Betsy campaign via social media so that others in your network can spread the word too.